Gary closing out thing 4, moving to thing 5. A little bit different here too. Just wrapped up, obviously, Thanksgiving week. Gary, I know it's a important holiday for the both of us. Lots of gratitude and thankfulness for the people in our lives. Gary, take it away though. Thing number 5, very simple. Thanksgiving.
So, Rob, it's kind of funny that people will be hearing this or seeing this, the week after Thanksgiving, and some might say, well, why didn't you do this segment a week ago? And the answer is because I wanted to write it on Thanksgiving. I think being grateful is one key to living a good life. And, finding ways to be okay with even the bad things that happen or ways that they might not be bad things is really important. Um, I've been running deep knowledge investing for 5 years, and I am so fortunate to be surrounded by incredible people doing a job that I love. Um, in particular, I want to thank the Deep Knowledge Investing Board of Advisors. Not only have they been a source of high return ideas, including huge winners like Shockwave, TPL, Texas Pacific Land. They've been a source of information in a wide variety of industries. They've also provided me guidance on running the firm, and my best friends are on the board. I am surrounded by people who absolutely want to see me succeed, want to see the firm succeed, want to see our investors and our subscribers succeed. And they drive me and, push me to constantly do better. And I am so fortunate to have them behind me. And I'm grateful to every single one of them. Rob, I also want to talk about my relationships with our interns. I think we've had 9 of them so far, college interns, and working with them has been incredibly personally rewarding. Being a mentor to them and helping them prepare to succeed in their first jobs has taught me a lot about leadership. And these young people, I keep hearing, Rob, how, they're all snowflakes and they want participation trophies and they think they're fantastic for showing up. Not these guys. They are driven. They want guidance. They want help. When they make mistakes and I go to them and I correct them, rather than be defensive or angry or upset or feel hurt, their response is always the same. Thank you so much. Right? They thank me for helping them prepare. And what that's allowed me to do is it's allowed me to be very demanding on them regarding their work product, but also supportive of their professional aspirations. I've had the pleasure of talking to them, helping them prepare for job interviews. Um, I've talked some of them through breakups with their girlfriends, or family issues or personal issues. These are important people to me, and working with them is incredibly rewarding. And one very bittersweet piece of news: Andrew Brown from the University of Tennessee is going to be moving on. Andrew's been an incredible contributor here at Deep Knowledge Investing. We are so fortunate to have had him. But he called me, and he said the reason I need to move on is because he has an opportunity to manage money from Tennessee alums while in school. And I said, well,
Yeah,
you have to take it. You
it's
have
awesome.
to. You just it's too good an opportunity to pass on. And so, he leaves with our gratitude and our respect. And when I called Alex and our other intern and said, hey, listen, Andrew's moving on, the first thing he said was, okay, I'm prepared to do more. I'm prepared to take on more responsibility. No complaining, no worrying, just I'll pick up the slack. These are incredible young people, and I've been able to stay in touch with them, um, while they've left, and they're succeeding in business and finance. Some of them started their own firms. Others are a big name Wall Street firms. It's great to see them. Other people that I want to recognize, Rob, of course, you. I joked in the written version of the 5 things. Our first conversation featured yelling at each other. But
Passion.
yeah, exactly. But you know what? We've become friends and partners, and you're here every
100%.
week with me, including today on a Sunday morning on a holiday weekend. Um, Rob, you've been a huge contributor. And by the way, for everyone who enjoys the 5 things, it was Rob's idea. For everyone who likes the video version, it was Rob's idea. one thing I'm really good at is taking advice from people who know more about their field than I do. And when Rob comes to me and says, "Hey, we need to do this, we need to do that," and I'm like, "Okay, explain it to me. Help me understand. We'll do it." And so I've benefited from that. And your not just professional, your personal contributions to deep knowledge investing, it's been incredible. Um, One of the other things that's been hugely rewarding and fun for me has been we've gotten dozens of podcast invitations, and I've gone on lots of shows, and that's been really fun. But people like Michael Guyed and Phil Muscatello, Andy Wang, Tony Nash, Tracy Schuchart, the team at Omramp Bitcoin, they've all had me on multiple times, and that's terrific. They've given me a platform to talk about deep knowledge investing and our ideas and our approach to the markets for a whole bunch of people. And I've done a couple of recent podcasts where people were, they had an audience of entrepreneurs who felt like everything was getting hard and didn't understand why. I said, okay, we can explain to you why this is happening, why you're not crazy, why what's happening is not your fault, and most importantly, what you can do about it. And to be able to get those ideas out there and help a new audience of people has been a lot of fun. And, I named just a few of them, but there have been dozens of people who have kindly invited me to do their podcasts and their shows, and that's been terrific. Most importantly, the reason deep knowledge investing exists is to help our partners and subscribers earn better returns. And it has become the kind of cerebral community that I always hoped it would be. Our amateur investors are incredibly smart. And, when we do webinars or, I open up the forum for questions, the questions I get from them show they've done a huge amount of work and a huge amount of research. And it's a long running joke, but not entirely that I could go on vacation and let some of our bright amateur subscribers and amateur investors run our webinars, and you know what, they do a great job of it. We'd be fine. To have a community of investors that reflects my approach to investing, where people understand risk and reward and ask really smart questions and are just in it for all the right reasons, has been incredible. And for our audience here, if you're listening to this, thanks for being part of Deep Knowledge Investing. We are fortunate to have every single one of you, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, Gary, very well said. I personally, as well, would love to thank the deep knowledge investing community. Also, a lot of times I get to see the questions beforehand and talk with Gary about them or see the responses. So I know for me personally, it's been just a huge knowledge base. I've learned so much about topics and investing in general that I knew nothing about, right, 3, 4 years ago. And feel like, I'm starting to be able to plant my flag in the ground a little bit, right? And make my way through things and start to understand. And that's because of everybody, the people that watch this show, send in the questions to Gary, comment on blog posts, and obviously our premium subscribers as well. Thank you so much for the support. You guys are the ones that allow us to actually be able to do this on a consistent basis. Same thing, Andrew, Alex, all the other interns over the past, echo Gary's sentiments there, even on my side of the business as well. We have an intern program, and yeah, they're hard workers. They want to take on more. I think they're just looking a lot of times for that guidance. So I think anytime you can give back to someone younger that wants to learn and will show you that they're willing to do what it takes, it's one of the best investments you can make. We talk a lot about investments here, obviously. So, and Gary, finally to you, thank you personally. It's been a lot of fun doing this show. I think we're just getting started. We're on the up and up, but want to say personally, thank you for your time, helping me build my own knowledge base, build long-term potential wealth opportunities, right? You've been really critical for me, just improving my game, right? And putting in the reps and the time and the energy. It's one of my favorite things to do on a weekly basis. So for me, it's not work at all. I really enjoy this because I can see the fruits of the time that I've put in. And I think it goes to show that anyone can as well, right? My background's marketing, business, nothing to do with investing. But you put in the time, you read the information, you think critically about it. you can definitely make big gains in the markets and understanding why you're doing certain things and having an actual game plan in certain instances. So Gary, yeah, thank you personally for allowing me to be a part of this. I'm really looking forward to what's to come, and again to our community. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. Gary, that kind of wraps up this week's show. I'll leave it to you for any closing thoughts.
Well, thanks, Rob. Great, great tribute there, and I appreciate it coming from you. It means the world. Again, for our viewers here, thanks so much for being part of Deep Knowledge Investing. And I guess the final word of the day is to thank Sharon Moore and the University of Michigan football team for one amazing
That's right.
day yesterday. And go blue, and we'll see all of you guys next week.
Thanks, everyone.